Okay guys, we're going to work on the spiral ride and the offense on top. Try to work for backs, working your pressure initially, pulling the hip, getting the wrist, and then working from there. So once again, just a review from earlier, driving forward, weight on his hands, hand it behind the neck, pulling it to me, called the claw, and I got the hand at the hip. I'm going to circle, and I'm looking for this wrist, okay? But I've got to pull his hips, try to get his hips on the mat first. He's not going to give me his wrist right now. Okay, so I'm tight, hand behind the head, hand on the hip. I'm going to circle, get his wrist. Okay, does everybody see that? I'm on the wrist. Now, first option right off the rip is he's going to keep, as you saw, he's going to keep running his hips into me. Okay, I'm going to look for a cheap tilt. Right off the rip, this is the best time to do it. Now, I'm pressuring at an angle. So a lot of people do this wrong. Pressuring at an angle, and I'm going to hit a cheap tilt, real tight. Okay, he's going to be pressuring into me. I'm pressuring down at an angle, pushing. Right here, hips are underneath, my knees are pointing up. Okay, I've got them in my bucket as we call it. I'm elevating, here I'm tight, pinching my knees together, getting some backs. Okay, so once again, we'll push forward. Hands going across the claw, get a hip, circle, get a wrist, drop forward, circle, there it is. Getting some backs here. That should be your first option. You should always be looking for that cheap tilt. Okay, so now let's say you tried the cheap tilt, it didn't work, then we're going to work for our hammer series. Okay, so you've got the spiral. Got the hand and hip, now I'm going to circle, pull, hit the wrist. The tilt's not there, he's not allowing it to happen. He's kind of flattened out. Now I'm going to start working the hand across the back, working the hammer series, okay? First option, well first thing, I've got to have good pressure off my knees, with my pressure in the middle of his back. Here. Now, what he's going to want to do is get his hips up. When he tries to get his hips up, I got to use my free hand, snow plow down at the angle we talked about, and keep his hips flat. Here. If his hips come up, get them flat. Here. Every time. So now we're working off my knees. I got him flat. I've snow plowed him a few times, so he's not going to even try it again. So now I'm here. He kind of flattens down a little bit. I don't have to tilt. So I'm reaching underneath. I'm pressuring. Guys like to pressure right on the shoulder here. My elbow on the shoulder, and I'm going to lift to get some space to bring the wrist out. Pressure, lift. I've got space now. My free hand's grabbing the wrist. I'm pulling it straight out. Okay, I'm going to cover across here. Okay. Now, first option, right from the hammer. Baseball grip. I'm driving with my toes. I get my chest low and drive. Try to get my side, scoop up for a half. Okay, drive it here. Okay, that's your first option. Now understand on this progression, the earlier on in the progression, the easier it is to counter. So what I mean by that is this baseball grip situation, for him to go to his back, it's probably not going to work very much. Okay, especially on elite wrestlers, they're not going to allow that to happen. So as soon as I pull the wrist out, put it across his back, he's not going to allow himself to go to his back here. He's going to hip into me. But you want to try the option, right when you dig the hammer out across the back, try it. Drive across. Okay, it's not there now. Which, by the way, I've got a tilt still. Okay, if you keep pressuring it really hard, I still got a tilt. Here. You get good at it. But if he's not pressuring in, he's just kind of laying there flat. Okay, now I'm going to cover my hips on top. So the first option was baseball grip. Number two, we're going to cover it. That's the first option. And then going into the second option for the near wrist series.